I still have me arms. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brick System Brothers. I've been able to find some of our Series 20 minifigures. So yeah, pretty excited about that. I did have 5 out of the whole series that I wanted to pick up. And I think I've got 3 of the 5 today at Walmart. Interesting note before I get these open, these are still selling for $3.44 at Walmart. And these are now priced at $5 on Lego.com. So either Walmart just doesn't want to mess with changing in the price bracket. 344 is historically where they've been at for most of the series. I think they actually started even lower than that, but $3 is kind of a good average for a minifigure. The collectible minifigures, you could argue, are worth a little bit more. Usually they're getting more quality in terms of printing and exclusive pieces. So $5, yeah, that's kind of right at the edge of what I'm willing to pay. So I'm pretty happy to get these at Walmart. They're still at that lower price point. So the 5 that I do want to pick up eventually, and I'll probably try to find the other 2 at some point. I was going after the Viking, which has that round shield, the breakdancer girl with the dual molded hair hat combo and the radio element, the knight. A lot of people like the kind of the crow or the raven emblem on there, and a good army builder for the knight. The pirate girl, which has the hair hat element found in the new Barracuda Bay, so kind of some nice elements there. And the space fan was the last one on my list, just getting that classic space torso, and some of those other nice prints. The little mini rocket build is kind of fun as well. So the 3 that I have here today, I think I've been able to find the Viking, the pirate girl, and the space fan. So we'll see out of these 3 how many of those are correct. Alright, so bag number 1, these aren't in any particular order. I did like a smoosh test, so you try to feel for specific pieces that are in the foil pack, and then based on that, you think you have the right minifigure. The tricky part is some pieces aren't exactly exclusive. So this is the moment of truth. No going back. Let's see what I got. It's a space fan. Alright. So yes, definitely one of the 3 that I wanted to pick up here today. I'm not going to build all the accessories right now, but I will put the minifigure together, and I'll talk about the minifigures and accessories all at the end of the video. So, Space Fan is the first one of the 3 mystery bags here. Bag number 2. Make sure the instructions aren't up in the top. Alright, can we go 2 for 3? Nice. We got the pirate lady. We're 2 for 2 so far, so that's a good sign. Here's that head element I was talking about, all dual molded on there with the tricorn hat. Pirates of the Caribbean mocks, characters, could come in handy there. So there are 2 of the minifigures. The last one I'm hoping is the Viking with that round shield. So let's see here. Can I go 3 for 3? Yes, I can. Haha. Alright. Very nice, very nice. Interesting, we have kind of a secondary bag in here for the Viking. I'm not sure why that is. I'm sure someone out there probably has a better idea, but just more plastic, I guess. But it looks like I have accomplished my mission for the 3 out of the 5 figures that I'm wanting to pick up. It's always good. Josh and I have done a couple other collectible minifigure videos. I remember back when we got the Lego Movie 2 series, Josh actually picked up a bunch of those guys. And I've also looked at some of the Disney minifigures as well, or just one, I guess. So there's the Viking, or Norse soldier, not really particular fighter here. The space fan and the pirate girl. Alright, let's check out these minifigs. So our space fan is the first one up here on the 360 turntable. Just do a quick one all the way around and then kind of look at some details. So our hair element is a hair hat combo. It's dual molded. So there's some printing on kind of the up above the bill there. It says space with a star for the A. Other than that, this is all dual molded plastic. So we have our vibrant coral as the main hat color, and then black for the hair. That is on top of a plain yellow minifig head with kind of that smile. And I don't think this has two different sides of faces. Oh, it does! The other side has some safety goggles. So with the hat on, it looks like that. Good to know that the safety precautions are being followed. For the torso, we have an exclusive print here. This is actually based on one of our old classic space ships. I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but there's two kind of similar ones that could be based on, and some people have actually gone down to the details and were able to figure out which one of those two. But definitely kind of a cool throwback there to get that in. And then kind of an interesting color choice for the arms is that dark gray, and then that printing continues onto the shoulders, front and back of the minifig. There's also a little bit of collar detail on the back. So that's it for the torso, plain yellow hands, and then the legs have printing on both legs. On her right leg is this planet with a ring, and then on the left leg is some patches, a heart and a star. These are printed on plain dark blue plastic. There's no printing on the sides or the toes. We have seen that on a couple other interesting minifigs. Now, in terms of accessories, the Space Fan actually has a few more pieces than some of the other collectible minifigures. We have this nice 2x3 printed tile with kind of a rocket diagram. If you look close, those don't actually say anything, it's just scribbles, but some nice red arrows there to point at the important things going on, and kind of looks like some drafting sketches. So this would be a cool piece to kind of work into a workshop mock, or anywhere you kind of need these draft kind of drawings. This doesn't necessarily have to be representing a rocket. It looks like it is somewhat generic enough to where you could have this in a couple different themes. The actual rocket is pretty simple, 3 pieces. The base is this red 1x1 with the fins. The nose is another red 1x1 cone, but the main body of the rocket is a printed 1x1, and it has the NASA meatball logo on there. So that is a pretty cool piece to get, especially with the other partnerships. Our Apollo lander, the Saturn V, Lego and NASA seem to have a pretty good deal going on right now, kind of putting those brands together for a very good result. Our Pirate Girl minifig is very similar to some of the figs we see in the Barracuda Bay set, which is the latest, one of the latest ideas set. This hair mold is shared there. For here, it's used as a female hair mold, but as we know historically, this could also be representing a male. Think like American Revolution style. Could be pretty cool to get a bunch of these with different hair colors and use those for projects. So tricorn hat with kind of the point over the forehead, and then this dual molded hair coming down out the back. There's a hole in the top for this red feather element, and you get a spare one of those. Her face is kind of a determined on one side and more of a happy look on the other side. She's actually missing a tooth, so a fun little detail there for the face of the minifig. Torso has kind of like a bandolier strap and then some ruffles. It's almost like a really loose cotton shirt, like in that movie Alexander the Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I still have me arms! And then there's also some printing on the legs here with some really nice kind of pantaloon styling. Dark red on black can be a little difficult to see, but on this minifig we actually get that continued onto the side. So pretty cool, that extra detail there carried around. In this case, this is a case that it could have been dual molded with dark red and have black printing, but it is single mold color, black all the way around, and dark red is printed on top of that. Sword element for the accessory here, and you do get a bonus sword as well. And last but not least, our Norse Warrior figure is very nice olive green, printing all along the back with this blue cloak cape style. Then on the front we have a little bit of blue hiding under that beard. We'll take that off in a second. Blue and white for the shield on a silver or pearl gray plastic back there. And then our spear element, I think this is either a very recent or a new mold. And this tip is actually kind of rubberized so that you don't get it stuck in your eye or something, because that would be bad. Lego doesn't want to hurt kids. Really cool, we have these dual molded arms, so we're starting to see these pop up a little more often. This is olive green and dark brown dual molded arms. Hands are regular yellow. We also have dual molded legs on this figure, so our dark brown and olive green combo on the legs as well, with some additional printing for the boot laces and that belt hanging down over the hips. So there was some initial concern that the helmet and beard piece were molded together and you wouldn't be able to use the helmet for other projects, but I'm happy to report they are actually separate elements, and this helmet is just exquisite. What a beautiful minifigure accessory. Some actual printing on the helmet around those eye guards in gold, printed on a regular dark gray. So the face of the minifig is single-sided, the only one out of these three that doesn't have a double-sided print, but we actually get some really great detail on here hiding under the beard to kind of make up for that. The beard element we've seen before. I think I picked up one of these in white at a different Build a Minifig Lego store event. Now with that beard off, we can see some of the other details printed on the torso around the neck. There's actually like a brooch pin there holding stuff on, and a little necklace or a pendant hanging down. So that blue is somewhat continuous around front and back. That sash on the front does get a little bit covered up by the beard, but if we put this head and helmet back on without the beard, that's almost just as good, and now you can see that blue just as well. So great lineup of 3 collectible minifigures out of the Series 20. I'm still looking to grab 2 more of these, but happy to get these 3 for now. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time on Brick System Brothers.